Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the Schlage number A508-640. This is a plastic spacer for the orbit knob. The orbit knob is a ball knob or a round knob from Schlage. It's called the orbit and has been for many decades. It's called other names by other manufacturers. I think Global is one, Polo is another. I can't think of other names for their tennis ball style size knob. But because that knob is wider than a Schlage Plymouth, let's say, which is, well, we'd say a flattened tennis ball, you need some way to keep that cylinder in the back of the knob trim and without it flopping around. In particular, what happens is when you take this and you insert it down, what I would do is I would generally assemble this to the cylinder itself. I would then insert all of that into the knob trim by holding it by the tailpiece, and I would seat the face of the cylinder plug in the hole in the knob prep, and that makes it all pretty nice. I would hold my fingers on the tailpiece, and the back of the spacer as much as I could, stick the key in, and then get all that work down while you're trying to manipulate the tailpiece to get it to move up and down to get into the, I don't remember the right name for the part that it communicates to. I just sold 5 of them this morning. Cam something. I don't recall. Doesn't matter. Let's take some basic dimensional properties of this item. Keycam. Keycam is what I'm thinking of. Overall length, about 1.5 inches, just heavy on that. Body at the widest portion where the Bible, 11/16, the Bible is going to fit into. That top portion of the cylinder is referred to as the Bible. Outside diameter, about 3/4, just heavy on that. And you'll find without these, you will not have reliable operation, this piece of plastic. They weren't always made of plastic. Older Schlage A-line locks did feature a metal sort of item with a couple of ears on it that would fit inside of there. But as time goes by, they find newer materials, newer base materials to make lock parts from. It's not really a problem. I've seen many of these cracked. I've seen them, not cracked by people who are distributors or wholesalers or people experienced with the lock itself. But I have seen them pulled on and off doors and they've come in cracked. This is people really just trying to force it together, in my opinion. So let's switch to the screen view and let's take a closer look at the supporting information. If you are enjoying this video, please click thumbs up or like, and also please consider subscribing to our channel. Let's move on to the rest of the video. Here is the item that we are looking at, and let's take a look at some images that we have posted down below. Cylinder is going to slide in there along, and the Bible of the cylinder is going to fit in here. I have said that a couple of times now. Let's see if I can just pull up a quick image. Yeah, this is... I'm just taking stock of what images are here. So the Bible is indeed this area here. That's the Bible. This cylinder has it. This cylinder has it. This cylinder has it. That's the Bible. That portion is what's going to slide into this preparation. That will all then fit into the back of the knob. Just a side view of the item as well. That would be the front view. Top view. Okay, so here's our item. There's a link below this video to the manufacturer's page. Before we click on that, let's copy this part number and take it with us. And then we're going to open up the link to the manufacturer's page that I just clicked on, and momentarily that will open. There that is. There's a link here to the service manual. Let's click on that and fire that up. I'm going to pause this video because that's going to take a moment. And that document indeed has opened, so let's do a find function on our keyboard, Control F, for A508-640. I'm just going to try A508 and let that index, because this document is over 1,000 pages long. A508-6. Okay, so it must not be in this document at all. Let's try the product catalog, which is here, and I don't believe it to be in here at all. And while that's loading, I'm going to fire up the price list. We'll get that to load along with the master catalog. Catalog opened first, so let's see if that A508-640 shows up. And all I'm doing is looking for supporting information on it. There may not be anything. The price list is loaded. We'll do the same, A508-640. Indeed, spacer for the orbit knob comes up in the A line, miscellaneous parts. Shows up twice, in fact, in the index and then in the price list area. So the approach to understanding what a manufacturer offers is always a two-pronged attack. It's the catalog and the price list generally used together. The catalog may have reference to an item, and it may not. The price list, depending on the manufacturer, may have everything you need in it, except a graphical representation of the item. Other manufacturers' parts, they do not have listed in their price list at all, which is a bit of a drag because it's in the parts manual. Okay, so we've got three documents: the parts manual, which it's not in for Schlage, the price list, which it is in, and then the catalog it's not. But the two documents, and then if there is a manual, will allow you to generally triangulate what the item is. And if all else fails, you can rely on us, meaning send us the photograph of the item or a description, etc., of what we're working on, and we can reach out to technical support. On this link to the manufacturer's page, we showed you where the service manuals are. Product catalog is here. The manufacturer's website is here. All of the Schlage items that we sell can be viewed by means of this horizontal navigation here. Other important documents I would point out would be the Primus service manual. There's an Everest service manual here. There is templates, rekeying manual for residential locks, restricted keyway catalog, and overview. Key blanks and quick reference guide along with cylinders. These are part numbers for different Schlage key blanks, which is handy because I don't make an attempt to try to memorize these. Sure, the standard key blanks, I know what those part numbers are, but but I just look it up. It's not, you don't have to have it memorized, you just have to know where to find it. That's the bottom line. Let's wrap up this video on camera. If you are enjoying this video, please click thumbs up or like, and also please consider subscribing to our channel. Let's move on to the rest of the video. In conclusion, I suppose the value of this video is to just provide visual and maybe some dimensional proof of what this item is. It doesn't go in any other knob in the A-line lock, doesn't go in the bell, well, pardon me, the tulip, the Plymouth. You can probably get a Levon lever in that series. If you go back in time, there'll be lots of different knobs that would have been available with different names. We do have some archival catalogs on that manufacturer's page as well. I've got a mid-century catalog, mid-20th century. I have, I think, an early 80s catalog as well. I'm waiting for it to load. Early 70s catalog, early 80s catalog are there. Yeah, the mid-century catalog I don't think is uploaded there just yet, but I do have one that goes back in time. So helpful, just fun to be able to go back in time. Any questions on the Schlage? This is their A508-640 plastic cylinder guide, or spacer they call it, for the orbit knob in the A line, their grade 2 cylindrical lock, or any other Schlage product. Please feel free to reach out to us, and thank you. Again, thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up, please subscribe, and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.